It's Featured Friday. Okay, well, that was strange, but it is Featured Friday. I decided to make a video about this one because it's day 4 of me being cooped up in the house sick. So what else am I doing? So I was like, I'm just going to make a Featured Friday video because I really only got one on my YouTube. So here I am with Benny. And Cash is doing something. But here we are. I'm in my pajamas because can't leave the house. So you people get to hear me talk to your faces. You are welcome. What are you doing? Do you want to help me? Do you want to help with the video? You want to come help? No? Okay. So today's Featured Friday is TV shows. And I don't know about you, but we watch a lot of TV. And picking my top 5 was not an easy task. Wasn't an easy task. I even texted my husband. I was like, I need some help. And he's like, you like everything. And I was like, no, but I have to pick 5 of them. And I literally was like, what? Besides The Walking Dead, what am I like if we miss this? Wait, I don't know what I was texting because this don't make no sense. What am I like if we admit this? I will cut you. That's what that says. That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, I needed to know what TV shows I liked because for some reason I can remember. I don't know why. But I narrowed it down to 5, but not. I narrowed it down to 7, but I told you it was a top 5. What do you think? You think your mom's a liar? Is she a liar? He's like, no, you're wonderful. What do you think? So, since he's going to sit here and stare at me, I will tell you about my top 5-7. My number 5 is The Office and Parks because they're basically the same thing, right? They're like set in a office and they have the same humor and it's like a docu-series, mockumentary, or whatever you call them. And they're hilarious and funny and they're both amazing and wonderful and they're basically the same thing. And you can kind of relate to some of the characters too. Like you can be like, oh yeah, I totally know someone that's a Dwight. Or, oh yeah, Tom. I know a Tom. So you can relate to them and they're the same. So I can put them as the same number on my blog and get away with it. Also, it's my blog. What are you going to do? You're going to be mad? Well, then I'm sorry. But yeah, they're basically the same. That's my reasoning. So then number 4 is Supernatural. And I picked Supernatural because I used to really, 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 really love the show. Spoiler alert, in case you haven't got this far, there's like a billion seasons. But when they brought the mom back is when I was like, I can't watch this no more. I can't do it, I can't do it, I can't do it. But I'll probably start watching it again because I know that John Winchester's coming back for the 300th episode and I need to see it. I need to see him. So I'll probably be watching that. But like, Crowley's gone. Spoiler alert. So I don't know. I mean, I need you guys to tell me if it's still good because the mom just didn't do it for me. I wasn't a fan. I love like the older episodes, like where they fought a new person every week, or like, Cash, I'm trying to make a video. Okay. Okay. What's the one that I like? Where Sam wakes up in the same day. Wakes up in the same day all the time. I can't think of what it's called, but I like that one. That's my favorite one. Like those, and then like with the Trickster and stuff, I really like those episodes. I don't know. I'm sure I'll catch up one day, but right now I'm not too worried about it. So, and then number 3, I can't roll my. I can't do it. Look, he's gonna be creeping the whole time. Number 3 is American Horror Story, but not every season. of American Horror Story. Only a few seasons. Well, that's not true. Every season but Asylum and Cult, I guess. I can't stop looking at Cash over my shoulder. But Murder House was my absolute favorite. I've said it a billion times, but it's a good thing that they started off with Murder House, because I don't know how good it would have been if they would have started off with something else. I like the realness, creepy factor of Murder House. And then, of course, Tate's like the best. He's the best. So I just love Murder House. If you haven't watched Murder House, you should. I've seen it 250 billion times, so you can watch it one time. You can live through it, I promise. I promise you can. You can do it. So then number 2 is Dexter. And if you haven't seen Dexter, I'm going to need you to pause this video, go watch all, 7 seasons, 8 seasons, however many there are, and then come back. Then you can hear what I got to say. But I like Dexter because it's like a different take on serial killers, I guess. He's not a bad guy. I mean, I guess Ted Bundy wasn't either, but he was also a cray-cray. But Dexter killed bad people only. And then obviously you find out like why. But like he worked for the police department. He was like a blood splatter analysis guy or whatever. And he only killed people who deserved it. It's like he would have killed Ted Bundy because Ted Bundy was a bad person. So he is just good. And you need to watch it. Like you love him. You don't hate him. You're not like, oh, well, Dexter. You're like, oh, Michael C. Hall, you're so adorable and wonderful. And then it's a great show. So you should watch it. You ain't gonna be mad. The ending is something. I get why they did it, but, as a fan, you were like, but it was still good. And then number 1 is another 2-parter because that's the kind of person I am. I put The Challenge and The Walking Dead because they're 2 totally different shows. So I can't just pick one. I couldn't pick one. So I did 2. And I picked The Challenge because I have literally watched the show since the beginning. It is the best show. Like, they used to fight all the time. CT was crazy. He backpacked bananas, like all that stuff. There's people that, everybody that like just recently started watching it or like within the last few years, there's people that you don't even know about unless you watch like Real World or Road Rules, because it used to be called the Real World Road Rules Challenge, but I think it's such a mouthful. They were probably like, let's just call it The Challenge because that shit is hard. So, I watched The Challenge since the beginning. I freaking love it. It's one of the best shows. Oh my gosh, I just love it. Like, they fight. There's like athletic stuff. They're funny. It's just really good. I don't watch a lot of reality TV, but I will not miss The Challenge. Like, I'm like, no. Like, I feel like even, excuse me, I don't know if you heard that, but excuse me. I feel like even like on our honeymoon or something, I was like, hey, challenge is on. We can go dinner later. The challenge is on. It's great. You need to watch it. Just, I don't know, if you find where you can rewatch them, let me know, because Eric hasn't seen them all, and he needs to. So then that brings me to my other number 1, which is obviously The Walking Dead, because I already said it earlier. But, I mean, it's good still. I just don't really know what's happening. Like, Rick's gone and all that. Spoiler alert. But they freaking advertise it everywhere. So even if you haven't watched it, you probably know, just like from Twitter or something. But, I have hope that it's going to get like back to the way it was because of the Whisperers, but I don't know. I don't know. I guess we'll see, because it'll come back on in like a week or 2. So, I don't know. If you want to hear my friends, like some of the stuff they picked, because my friends did pick Friends, you can go to my podcast and listen to that. And I'll tell you what all my friends have said. If you don't care, you don't have to. I mean, I don't know if I said at the beginning of the video that I was going to say my friends' choices or not, but I don't think I am. I changed my mind if I said it. If not, ignore it and just go my podcast and listen. I'm obviously really hyper for someone that's really tired this morning, so sorry about the faces I've been making. But what are your faves? What's your favorite TV shows? I probably need to know. I like TV. What if you got a good one? So you should comment below and tell me. And then maybe I won't be as crazy in my next video. Maybe I will. Who knows?